Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Jay, and this is the Jay Talks podcast. This is actually going to be my first published video that I'm doing. I've recorded a few podcasts, but this one I wanted to get out first because I want to introduce the podcast, kind of tell you what we're going to talk about, and kind of what the podcast is all about. The podcast is, for the most part, a Bible study. We're going to do a verse by verse Bible study. We'll use several resources for that. I'll show you those resources here in a second. But so that's we're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about news. We're going to talk about patriotism and what it means to be an American. We're going to talk about local events, things that are happening around here. I live in Spring Hill, Tennessee, but so we'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk a lot about national news, national politics, and everything else. About the Bible study, I am not a pastor by any means. I have led men's groups in the past. I am a student of the Bible. I do study the Bible quite a bit. I think that qualifies me. I'm not sure, but maybe that qualifies me to be a to talk about it. But I use a lot, like I say, a lot of resources. So, what inspired me to do the podcast? I think after Charlie Kirk, what happened to Charlie Kirk, that really inspired me, and I saw maybe a need for to get the word out there, to provide it on many platforms in a way that maybe is fun for people. Maybe people will tune in. We're going to have guests in the studio every once in a while, so we'll have some guests in here talking about different things. We're going to have guests online. I'll bring them in via Zoom or some other platforms, and to join me, and we'll talk about several things. We'll get a lot of opinions. As a matter of fact, speaking of opinions, I want your opinions on some things. So comment on my YouTube videos. It'll be on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. I welcome your comments. Let me know what you would like to hear maybe on the podcast, or how can I improve the podcast? What can we do differently? So that's what the podcast is about. That's what we're going to do. But let me show you some resources I think that are really good. I'll show you the resources that I use for the most part, and that you'll see on the podcast. Believe it or not, I use a lot of YouTube videos. You can go right up here in the search bar and look up different videos. If you're looking for sermons by great preachers, they're right here. But you can also look for sermons on anxiety, sermons on faith, sermons on anything. Just put it right there in the search bar. It's a really good resource, I think YouTube is, and there's literally thousands and thousands of videos out there. But it's really good. If you find yourself in need, maybe, man, I'm just feeling down today or whatever, and maybe a little bit depressed or whatever, search a sermon on depression. They're really helpful. Um, the other one that you'll see me use a lot is, of course, the Bible online. So we'll do all of our readings from here. This is the amplified version, but I do use the NLT version as well. I think it's a really good life application Bible. So those are a couple of resources online that I'll use. I'll use some others, but these mostly are what I'm going to use. But speaking of other resources that you'll see me, and where do I get my information? I get my information straight from the Bible. So this is the NLT Study Bible. It's a life application Bible. A lot of the commentary and stuff that you hear will come right from here. So that's very important that it's coming from right out of the Word. I do like the life application, or the Explore the Bible series from Lifeway. This is particular one is Romans, and you'll see me use these a lot, and I have literally hundreds of these books. Really good study guides and everything like that. So we'll take a lot of our lessons from here as well. A good resource that I think everybody should use, and you guys should have one, is a daily devotional. This particular one is Walking with God by David Jeremiah. It's a really good devotional. Uh, so get yourself a daily devotional if you don't already have one. They're really good. Um, and it sets the tone in the morning. Spend 5 minutes with God in prayer, reading the Bible, read your daily devotional, and just spend a few minutes. Man, it really does help you during the day. It really does help you get your day started. So those are some resources that I'm going to use. I do want to share with you a couple of other resources that you can get on your phone. Real quick, I'm going to share my phone with you, and we'll kind of go through here some resources that I have, some apps on my phone that I have. Of course, I have the Bible app, the YouVersion Bible app. Here you can find different resources. You can find a daily devotional. You can find different plans. You can find the Bible through the Bible, and the Bible in 1 year are on here. There's also the Bible here. And the thing I like about this one is if you click the arrow there, it's going to read it right to you. And then you can also, there's different translations here, and you can search for specific verses right down through there, and specific chapters and books here. So it's a really good thing to have on your phone. Um, I use it. It's an alternative to social media. Even though I'm on YouTube and TikTok um, and Facebook, I don't do a lot of posting or anything like that. Another good resource, an alternative, and a good app that I think everyone should have on their phone is a way to listen to sermons, either the Bot Radio or the One Place. The Bot Radio I really like. You can listen to it live. It usually has 3 channels, at least in my area, 3 channels. Or you can listen on demand. You can find your favorite pastor. Mine is Michael Youssef. I really like Michael Youssef and Leading the Way. We've been supporting his ministry for a long time. And you can go and, here's the different ones, his latest releases. And you can go in and listen to sermons this way. They're usually about 30 minutes long. The live, actually, it's a loop. It just plays constantly all day long, but there's a ton of different information. Really good. I listen to it in my truck all the time. There's also some video on demand as well. Um, One Place is another good app to have on your phone. You can find a lot of your favorite pastors to listen to every day. I listen to Joni Eareckson Tada every day, and I listen to a lot of others, Chuck Swindoll, Erwin Lutzer, of course, and then Jeff Shreve. He's a really good. I really like listening to Jeff Shreve. Um, so those are a couple of good apps you can listen, you can find information on. Of course, if you're into Tucker Carlson, listen to Tucker. He's got a lot to say about news and politics. The Angel app is a really good one. It's a movie app, as well as a lot of good programs are on here. I use it on my TV as well as my cell phone. Um, and if you're new to the faith, I think Bible trivia apps are really good. These are Bible trivia apps. You can learn a lot from here, especially if you're new, just starting out in the Bible. Um, just Yeah, download those. I use the Word app. They're trivia, they're fun. The Bible Word is like a crossword puzzle type thing. But there's a lot of good resources that are available to you online and on your phone. So that's pretty much the podcast. Like I say, I do invite your comments. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have guests on. It's gonna be really good, but it's gonna be really serious too. I take the Bible seriously, and hopefully you'll learn something. Hopefully I'm at an age in my life where I can impart some wisdom on the younger generation, and we'll go from there. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you tune in every day. I'm going to try to get something out every day. Maybe one thing I'll do is in kind of a conjunction with the podcast is I might share some recipes with you. I'm a pretty good cook. I love to grill outside. I love to smoke meats and things like that. So hopefully you'll see my videos on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube as well on the same channel. So thanks a lot, guys. Stay warm wherever you're at, and have a great day.